All right, we're getting started.
Jimmy Baldwin's.
How are you tonight, Sacred Grounds out there in the TV land or wherever? Thank you for that overwhelming response.
Yay! How you doing?
I wish I knew. I woke up this morning and looked into a mirror and wondered who I was looking at. It took me a few minutes to catch up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to know. Anyway, welcome to Sacred Grounds. I'm Dan Brady, the current host of this, the longest running open poetry known mic in the universe of known and unknown things. Pardon me, I rehearsed that. Serving up fine food and good poetry since 1972. And you might, if you were here then, have seen Johanna as the host, because she was here around there, and she was the host before I was for 20, 25 years. And now to welcome you here, me here, us here, and we here, give a round of applause to Teddy back there, our host, for letting us be here over and over and over and over and over again. He says we can stay here till we get it right. Let's see. Oh, respecting the mic, there's just a few announcements here. That means if you have a conversation, keep it in a whisper, keep it quiet. Put your devices, if you have them, such as I know I have, on hold, vibrate, airline mode, or whatever it is, so it doesn't go off while you're up here and having someone call you and have to pretend you're that guy who used to the phone bit with a comedian thing. I can't remember who that was. Tonight's feature, Louis Cuneo, right here. He gives the King's Waves, and he's there. A beautiful poet. You'll be very, very happy to hear this. Our mini feature, our keynote is Owen back there. Owen, your way. And Hal Robbins will be the mini feature in Buford. Where is Buford? Right here. He will be the mini for the clincher closer super duper bulldozer right up there. So give him a round. Give yourself a round. Pat yourself on the back. Grab your feet and hang on. The other thing I'll do is just point to the flyer up there, the poster up there with the URL, and that is handy in 5 different ways. If you can't be here, you can go there and view in, as I like to call it. If you want someone to see you live, you can send them that link and they can do that. You want to hear someone's poem all over again? Poof, that's where you go. You want to do a self-critique? Same thing. Look how you did. Did you really dig in your nose like that? And you'll find out, no, I didn't. And then more importantly, it's a way to put out the word, your word, any word, the word that's going on here. Now, we do have a theme for the evening, but there's an ongoing theme which goes like this. Never doubt that a small group of committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Think about that. That's from Margaret Mead. And the particular theme of the evening is the Constitution, or Constitution, whichever you want. It is not a must thing, it's just a consideration that you can use. The last thing is, if you want to record someone, please ask permission. I will assume you've asked permission, so if someone comes up to me and says, so-and-so is recording me, I'll say, I told everybody what the rules are. So let's see, what else is, the door prizes. Very quickly. This is from Green Apple Books. It's worth $10 if a used book, about $8.50 for non-used books. Bronca Stuhler and Boo Boo Boo, the Art Stories of Art and of a Child Author. This is by Pablo right here. He will sign this book if you decide to take this as your book.
No, it's on my son, Pablo.
Oh, it's the son, sorry.
He sold 1,200 copies.
Wow. Selling 1,200 copies of his book.
1,200 copies.
Okay, this is by you.
Yes.
Now this is Haiku Revisited Volume 2. It has how-to haiku, where they came from, who knows what, essays, samples, and little lessons in there. Lessons about how to do things. So it's a great resource. It's a good read. You'll enjoy it. He put this in the door prize. Now there's a few others. Love Poems of Kenneth Patchen. Relearning the Alphabet by Denise Levertov. A very good book. Denise Levertov. And Outlaw of the Lowest Planet by Jack Micheline. So that is a rare thing right here. Zeitgeist Press, ISBN 0929-730-44. And then two others, letters.
Jack's first book.
This is Jack Foley's first book, so he's been around since forever.
Yeah, that's his very first book.
Very first book, so this is very good. If you don't know him, this is a great introduction. And then Messiah, The Life of Messiah Cert by Arthur Gold and Robert Fizdale. I have not read this, but someone said they liked it a lot and they gave it to me and said, give it away. I said, okay. Give it away. So there's those, and if those don't ring your bell, you can choose next week's theme, take the very last word, which you will see Buford doing, the mini feature, which is Hal. He's not here at the moment, but he will be. Or the keynote, which you will see in just a moment. Is there anything else? No. All right, so let me just step to the side here, plunk myself down, and call for the keynote of the evening. Mr. Owen Dunkel, kindly come forward and give us your all.
He always does.
Okay, thank you. For the poem I have chosen is a poem called Repose of Rivers by Hart Crane. The willows carried a slow sound, a saraband the wind mowed on the mead. I could never remember that seething, steady leveling of the marshes till age had brought me to the sea. Flags, weeds, and remembrance of steep alcoves where cypresses shared the noon's tyranny. They drew me into Hades almost, and mammoth turtles climbing sulfur dreams yielded, while sun silk rippled them asunder. How much would I have bartered? The black gorge and all the singular nestings in the hills where beavers learn stitch and tooth. The pond I entered at once and quickly fled. I remember now its singing willow rim. And finally, in that memory, all things nurse, after the city that I had finally passed, with scalding unguents spread and smoking darts, the monsoon cut across the delta at Gulf Gates. There beyond the dikes, I heard wind flaking sapphire like the summer, and willows could not hold more steady sound. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Hold on now. So when you read a poem by someone else, I hand this to you. It's the attribution sheet. And just put your name and the name of the poet and the name of the poem, so that way I can attribute it correctly and not always talk about William Carlos Williams, the Red Wheelbarrow. It's a great poem, by the way. Oh, sorry. All right, let me just read the next 5. Thank you, Owen. We have no one in spot number 1. Why is that? And then we have Edward, then David, Marvin, Stephanie, Owen, come back, and then Yasmin. So Edward, my cue, kindly come forward, please. Where is Edward? Oh, there he is. Edward. Give him a nice round. A wonderful poet, person of merit, note stature. And I'll stop now because he always tells me to stop.
With the Unitarian Church.
Yeah. I used to call it the Disunitarian Church. Pardon me. I shouldn't say things like that. I always get told not to say things like that.
What the hell did you say?
What? Are you ready there, Mr. Ed?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to zoom in on you. Okay, there you go. You're beautiful.
Beyond the source, contact is crying recognition. Like match against surface, it is not the fire. Flint is stone cold. A little world, selected, limited, home. You come in to a house